Hi guys, it's Jacob from StringBuzz here, stringbuzzworld.org being the music journalism site. Links are in the description down below. And we have a brand new song review for you today, and it's the latest track by Incubus, and that's Glitterbomb. So I'm going to refer to the original article as I usually do for these videos, so I hope you enjoy. So after finding some enjoyment in Incubus's last single, Nimble Bastard, I went into this track actually quite hopeful. I think their production usually lets them down a little bit, as they seem to express great ideas each time around, but it doesn't quite work out each time consistently in the recording studio. So shall we see what I thought of this brand new track? Well, unlike many other Incubus fans, I actually enjoyed this track. I fairly enjoyed this track. A lot of Incubus fans seem to be panning it a little bit. It certainly possesses a real Faith No More vibe to it, which might sound a little bit strange, and you probably can't hear it in your head, but vocally this song is incredibly complex, a bit like Faith No More type tracks, and uses some almost 90s-like grunge / early nu metal melodies, I guess is the best way of putting it. I think my biggest positive for this track is its flexibility and its willingness to swipe across many other genres as well. Sure, I admit it's not jaw-dropping and it isn't an iconic piece within any of the genres it tries to attempt to incorporate, but it's ambitious and it's certainly interesting to hear unfold. I liked hearing each section and what it had to offer, regardless of whether I took to it or not. So some parts are unfortunately a bit more, say, pop-rocky than others, which I'm not a big fan of, but then they make up for that. We have big grunge set pieces, classic rock-inspired transitions, and a great alternative rock chorus. Some sequences are better than others, but for the most part I enjoyed listening to this track. Production wise, again, I think Incubus might have hamstringed themselves again here by not focusing on the fundamentals. The drum beat for one is a little strange to me, sounding powerful and impactful at times, especially during that chorus, but often drifting way off into the background of the mix, barely showing up during transitions and during the verses where they should really be thunderous. The guitars sound pretty clear and precise throughout the track, then sometimes too overdriven and ugly to me, but then others kind of distorted and gritty, so they are strange to really comment on as well. Again, because their consistency is just a little off for me, so they keep hamstringing themselves when they're beginning to incorporate a very good thing. When it comes to the vocals though, I actually really like the choices that were made here by the producers. The post-production effects actually felt very necessary on this track and added a little diversity when it was needed. I don't usually say that about many rock tracks. I love the distorted tone that was put on the vocals and the little EQs that just and like little touch-ups that they made. Usually I hate too much tampering with vocal tracks, but it kind of worked here. It worked with the very genre flexible style. All in all, it's a very inconsistent production cycle with a few blemishes and a few great ideas chucked in for good measure, so hopefully they balance it up next time around. When it comes to the musicality of this track, I liked what Incubus tried to pull off here. So many groups of their era are trying to reinvent themselves, going for drastic changes rather than modifying and tweaking their sound and maturing their sound as well. Incubus, on the other hand, seem to be tweaking and experimenting without losing what made them popular in the first place. There are gritty sections here, there are gut-busting sections here, there are slightly atypical sections here, but for the most part I liked what they tried to do. I didn't like the pop rock verses too much, as I've already mentioned, as they didn't really build to much and sounded a little too generic for me, both chordally as well as rhythmically. The chorus, however, is fantastic with a really strong hook and a couple of purposeful flat notes which they added just to keep you on the edge until its departure. So yeah, exciting chorus. I love the rock breakdown bridge too, and would have liked to have seen that even extended a little bit more, and I actually think a guitar solo of all things would have really done wonders to that section, but I'll take what I was given, and I enjoyed what I was given. Lyrically, the song is actually pretty decent to me, and although it's hardly thought-provoking, I found each line entertaining and it possessed a quirky character that is stylistic of the group's approach to music. All in all, a decent track that I think fans are being far too harsh on, really. I even think casual listeners might seek some enjoyment from this track, so I gave it a G rating of 6.5 out of 10, which might seem a little inflated, but I do think it's well above average. So if you like this video, then please leave a like, subscribe to see more, and I'll see you around next time. Bye bye.